Hello, welcome to the Karting Show. Today we will be talking about karting helmets from rental karting all the way up to owner driver. I'm here with Kirith, very good rental driver and very good sim racer. So we have a selection of our own crash helmets here with us. Starting off with, we will start with Kirith's rental ones. This is the type of crash helmet you will see people usually get when they start rental karting.
Yeah, so if you go to your rental kart track and you see people there have got brightly coloured helmets, you don't want to use one of the stock helmets. I really wouldn't advise anyway, because they're often very cheap helmets and you
Dropped
don't know
a few
if they've been
times
dropped and whatnot. And you can get a helmet. Those helmets normally cost about 50, 60, 70 pounds brand new, so you may as well get one that's sort of like brand new, not drop it. This helmet was about, I think, 250, and it's not a strict karting helmet. I couldn't go racing in, for example, Club 100 in this anymore. Yep. Or any owner driver or stuff like that that's got regulated championships. It's a motorbike helmet, so it's got the motorcycle, I think, DOT certification on the back. It's got things like a sort of spoiler on the back that Sam will get into, but it's super comfortable. The thing about motorcycle helmets is they make a lot of them and they're tested a lot.
Yep. They're
used by motorcycle riders who are going to be using them for more hours than you're going to be karting. They come with some nice comfort features. I've run sort of speakers in here, and I've got a microphone in here, and there's so much choice with motorcycle helmets. This one here from Nolan really fits my head shape very snugly. So that's why I use that for rental karting.
So one of the most important things when you are choosing your crash helmet is to make sure it fits correctly. There's so many different brands which do different shaped crash helmets. It's really important you get the correct fitment one. So one of the reasons why this can't be used for owner driver karting, so proper racing, is one of the reasons is because of the visor. As you can see here, the visor is kind of like a clip-on one. It's for motorbikes, whereas proper motorsport crash helmets, shown by many in here, have bolt-on visors. So this is one of the reasons why. You'll also notice the cut on the bottom of the crash helmet. It leaves the back of the neck exposed, where obviously if you're on a motorbike you're leaning forwards and you don't want it digging in. It's not. That's one of the reasons why it's not allowed in karting. So then if we then go from...
It's worth saying as well that the position you are on a bike generally is, with your head position, is different how you are on a car. Yeah. So the aerodynamic and the comfort can be a little bit different.
But you'll notice as well, just quickly, your spoiler angle compared to my spoiler angle. Yeah. If that shows it.
Because the motorcycle is
exactly
much more like to be like that.
Yeah.
It can be difficult when you're doing a GoPro.
So then we'll go on to my Arai. This is one of the older models. This is the SK6, so it's a karting model. It's not anymore, but this is fully legal for all kart racing all over the whole world. As you can see from here, it's got the visor clips on here. You have a clip down here to stop your visor from lifting up. It's nice and light. There are other brands around. You've got Arais, Bells, Stilo, Sparco, Headtech, Zamp. There's plenty around. They do all vary from price, but it's the price. You've got the famous quote where you just buy the price. If you got a $50 head, you buy a $50 crash helmet. So price is important, but fitment is even more important. They all have to reach a set standard. This is my old trusty one. As you can see, it's very well used. You might recognise it from a lot of my videos. Next on we have Kirith's fancy all carbon one.
So this is a fancy carbon Sparco. Incidentally, this is the standard helmet you get in a Assetto Corsa Competizione.
Oh really?
Yeah, didn't realise. Obviously looks really nice. It is a karting helmet. It's got the places where you can drill in your hands as well if you want to go there.
Okay.
But I can show you the fitment because this does not fit my head actually. So this is a small helmet, same as my Nolan, same as my other karting helmets. But as I show you, as I put it on my head, and I've even put some extra sort of things in the middle. There is just way.
Yeah. So if you grab, a good way to test is if you grab your chin guard, can you move your head inside it? Yeah. So if you look direct, so you can see that he's holding his chin guard and he can't move. He can move his face, and that shows the incorrect fitment.
Yeah.
Whereas
and that's because just the size of the Sparco, for whatever reason, just doesn't fit my head.
Yeah.
and it's even though it's the same shape. So yeah,
it's very important to get the correct fitment. It's more important than the. This is really cool, really fancy carbon fibre, but with the incorrect fitment, it's not as safe as it could be. And then you move on to ones like this here, which is my old crash helmet. You can see from the damage where I rolled it, which you've probably seen from one of my videos. This is a CMR, so this is aimed for 8 to 16-year-olds, so it's a child's crash helmet, or adults with smaller heads like me. I mean, it helps I don't have as much hair as you. So this is for children. It has a different standard of rules it's got to go by compared to your normal adult one. So it's got to be less than 1.5 kilos, just for the younger children's necks, just while they're getting more, their neck muscles are building up. So that's CMR. It's also tax-free, so it's a lot cheaper to buy. But once again, make sure the head fitment. This is a Stilo.
Don't just get one because there's no VAT.
Yeah, don't just get one to save the money. So this is a Stilo. So in fact, actually, we've got 4 crash helmets here, and all 4 different brands. We've got an Arai, the Stilo,
a Sparko, and a Nolan.
So they all do the same job. They all protect your head. They're all very slightly different, and they all have slightly different regs to it. This one here, like I said, you can see where I've crashed. It protected my head. I'm no more stupid than I used to be before it happened, which is nice. Some people think I'm a bit more stupid.
So if that didn't fit your head like the Sparko doesn't fit mine, the danger is that as you make contact, you go into the mud or something, it starts to move your head, move inside, and that's the neck as well. Is really
exactly. It's going to move the pressure points from where, like the crash helmet's designed, they've got padding, thicker padding in some places compared to the others. But if your head moves inside it, then the correct padding is not in the correct place, if that makes sense. So karting helmets, super important thing to have. Let me know in your comments below what crash helmets you have, anything, any good or bad reviews on what you have had in the past. And that's it. I'd just like to say thank you to Kirif, and see you next time.